Hello folks, I wanted to do a quick review of our different types of seventh chords and how we label them and what they're made up of, and then doing a little bit of identification. Right now on our final exam, I'm going to have you all do root position seventh chords. In the analysis portion, there will be some that are in inversions. You will only need to mark them in lead sheet. I'm going to do another video that is based on that. But for right now, we're just going to go over the root position seventh chords. So first thing, I wanted to do a quick review of what comprises each of these types of seventh chords. Our first one is what I like to call the major 7. We label it with a superscript, MAJ, and then a 7. That is a major triad with a major 7. So we can see that here with our F major, F, A, C, there's our major triad, and then we have E natural on the top. If we were looking at the F major scale, F, hello friend, there we go, A, B flat, C, D, E natural. E natural is our major 7. This is the only type of triad that uses a major 7. So some people like to call it the major 7 because it has a major triad and a major 7. Then we have what some people call the major minor 7. They call it major minor 7 because it has a major triad with a minor 7 on the top. So we have our same F major triad, F, A, C, but then we have a minor 7 between F and E flat. That interval is a minor 7, and we indicate that with just a 7 next to the major chord symbol. So we have F7. Then the only type of seventh chord we're going to label that involves a minor triad, we have the minor 7. Some people call it a minor 7 because it has a minor triad with a minor 7 on top. So instead of F major as our triad, we're going to have F, A flat, C to make a minor triad, and then we have that same minor 7 between F and E flat on the top. So we have F little m7, F minor 7. Then we have the half diminished 7. That's the one that has the little degree symbol with a slash through it and a 7. So there we have a diminished triad with a minor 7 on top. So we have our diminished triad, F, A flat, C flat, but we still have that minor 7 on top. So that is the F half diminished 7. Then we have the fully diminished 7 chord, where we still have the diminished triad, F, A flat, C flat, but now we have a diminished 7 on top. So we have the relationship between F and E double flat is a diminished 7. Back when we were first learning our intervals, it was like, yeah, our major and minor intervals don't go augmented or diminished very often, but the 7 is the one that does that most often when it's used in a seventh chord. So let's do a little bit of identifying now. We will look at, these are again in root position, so we have D as the root of our triad. First thing that we're going to do is analyze the triad. We're always going to look at the triad first because it's going to give us clues to what type of seventh chord we're working with. So we have D major, we should have F sharp and C sharp in our major key. D, A, that's a perfect fifth. D to F sharp, that's a major third. So we have a major triad. There's only 2 types of potential seventh chords that we could be dealing with here. We could be dealing with a major 7 or a maj 7, or we could have the major minor 7 where we have the minor 7 on top. So this is where we're going to want to look and say, which do we have? In our key signature, the major 7 would be C sharp, but we don't have that here. We have a C natural. So we have a major triad with a minor 7, which means we have D major minor 7. So we would put D7. Okay, then we have G as the root, and in G major we would normally have F sharp, and nothing else. So we have G, A, B, C, D. We have a B flat. So we have our perfect fifth and our minor third. There's only one type of triad that one type of seventh chord that we have that utilizes a minor triad, and it has a minor 7 on top. So unless I've made a mistake on the test, which is not out of the question, we have also our F natural on top. In the key of G major, this would normally be F sharp, but it's lowered. It's an F natural, so we have a minor 7. So here we have G minor 7. We had that perfect fifth, minor third, and then a minor 7. Okay, our last one, we have A, C, E flat, and G flat. In the key of A major, normally we would have F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So we've got A, B, C, D, E. Already we can see that we have a diminished triad of some kind because we have A, C natural, and E flat. So we have a diminished triad. It could either be a half diminished 7 or fully diminished 7. We're going to have to look at the quality of the seventh to determine that. So F sharp. In the major key, this is our major 7. A minor 7 would be G natural, but we have G flat. So that's our minor 7, and this is our diminished 7. G flat is our diminished 7. So we have an A fully diminished 7. All right, I hope that helps.